My name is Morgan McClellan. I'm born and raised here, more like Concord area. I have always lived here in Harrisburg, so I really saw Hope City, become what it is now. I knew a couple people that went here, so my mom's friend's husband actually got baptized, so that was kind of the first time I ever came here. So after that, I did start listening to the podcast. When I was at work, like Sundays, and I couldn't come to work, I would listen to the podcast, and I always, felt like Robbie was like speaking to me. I thought it was like the coolest thing ever. I loved every single one of his messages. I've always had a relationship with the Lord. I felt like sometimes I did struggle when I wasn't going to church and I wasn't getting involved. I struggled with, I struggled with knowing God has a plan for me. I kind of almost lost hope God had a plan for me after I wasn't going to church and I wasn't getting involved. So when Mike wanted me to help, that really gave me hope that God had a plan for me. I'm very honored to be leading youth group. I know I'm very close to their age, so I know what they're going through, and I love how I can relate to them. I know that so many kids in high school go through so many things. That's when they're growing, that's when they're learning. They can go through so much at one time that, having God's love and feeling Him there, being there for you can just change so much. It can make you look at things differently. It can make you feel so much better. There's nothing greater than feeling God's love. So when you're going through stuff like that, Him being there for you and reading the Word can just make such a big difference. It can change your outlook on so many things. When I'm involved with the church, I have such a good attitude. All the girls that I'm leading really helps my attitude. So outside the church, it's just helped me have a good attitude all around. I think our youth group or small groups here are so much different than others that I've been to or others that I've heard of. It's very laid back. I would definitely invite someone to come just because we're very welcoming. You can learn so much from it. We can all relate to each other, and it's really just conversation and talking about the Lord and just making a difference in people's lives. I definitely know God planted that seed for me when Mike messaged me about the youth, so it was a very good feeling that I kind of just jumped in because I was very iffy about it. So I was super excited when I jumped in and it all went well. So just looking ahead, I really have a lot of high expectations for the youth. I can see the girls opening up a little bit more every single week, so that's an awesome thing for me. So looking ahead is just I have very much high expectations for the youth and me in the church. I feel like this church is where I belong. I feel like I'm very comfortable in this church and I love everyone in it, so I'm very blessed to be a part of Hope City.